Welcome back to day 2 of our daily chakra series. I'm Antonietta, and today we're going to learn about and activate the Svadhisthana sacral chakra. You might want to grab yourself some props here, and let's get down to it. Together, we meet on the mat. Let's begin in an easy pose. Hands can rest on the knees or placed in prayer position at the heart. Sitting up nice and tall, option to sit on a block or a pillow. Spine is lengthened. You're welcome to close your eyes and let my voice guide you or soften your gaze here. Let's begin with a few slow, deep breaths in and out. Today we focus on the sacral chakra, Svadhisthana, which is located in the pelvic area, associated with the color orange, and in relation to the center of our physical needs, self-worth, and creativity. To balance the sacral chakra, we're going to be doing some poses that open and stretch the hip area. Let's start by planting the right hand down by your right hip and raise the left hand up and overhead. Option to come down on the right forearm for a deeper stretch. Left hip is going to want to lift up, so be sure to keep it heavy and rooted down. Take one more breath, keep reaching, and then lower the left hand and reach the right arm up and over, grounding down through the right hip. When this chakra is balanced, we feel creative and fully enjoy our lives. Our relationships are healthy and joyful experiences for us. We are at optimal, healthy weight and feel full of energy. One more breath and then come back to center. Bring the soles of the feet together, coming into butterfly pose, opening up the hips as you interlace the fingers around the feet, growing tall through the spine into the crown of the head. On an exhale, fold forward. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take note of the sensations that move throughout your body as you come into each pose. Allow yourself to feel and experience whatever emotions arise. Coming into wide-legged seated forward fold. Carefully extend the legs out wide, opening up the hips enough to feel the stretch. Keep your feet flexed with a slight bend in the knees. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, pull your shoulders back and open the chest. Activate the muscles in your quadriceps to keep your legs still. Exhale, slowly walk your hands out in front of you. Be sure to breathe as you continue forward just until you feel the stretch and can comfortably sink in and find stillness. Let the head hang over here. Rest on your forearms, hands, or if your chest reaches all the way to the ground, you can either keep your arms extended forward or open your arms out to reach your feet. Let's stay here for about 5 breaths. On your next inhale, slowly make your way back up. Bring your legs together and turn to face the front of your mat. With your legs straight out in front of you, Dandasana or staff pose. Fingertips or palms come right to the hip points or maybe even slightly behind. Roll the shoulders up and back, wrapping them around the back body, and find that lift in the heart. Firm down through the tops of the thighs, flex the feet and spread the toes. Take a couple of deep breaths in here. Check in to see how you feel. Scan the body. Coming into a seated spinal twist, bend the left knee and place it flat on the ground on the outside of your right knee. Inhale and bring your right arm up. Exhale and pull your right arm down. Place your elbow on the outside of the left leg. Turn to the left. Slow, deep breaths here. Slowly come back to center now. Repeat on the other side. Bend your right knee and place it flat on the ground on the outside of your left knee. Inhale and bring your left arm up. Exhale and pull your left arm down. Place your elbow on the outside of your right leg. Turn to look to the left. Take some nice, deep, cleansing breaths in here. And slowly make your way back to center. Extend your right leg. Big inhale and a big exhale. Swing your legs over to any side to make your way to Balasana or Child Pose. Option to come into extended Child Pose if that feels better for you and your body. Arms can rest along the sides or extend it out long. Melt your heart down into your little love cocoon and repeat after me. I feel safe. I feel safe. Listen to the sound of your breath. Wonderful. Tuck the chin to the chest and slowly roll up. Coming onto all fours. Walk your hands forward and your knees back. Slowly come onto the forearms, shift the hips forward and gradually lower down flat on the mat. Rest your head down on either ear and swim the arms to rest along your sides, palms face up. Shoulders are nice and heavy. Deep inhale as we make our way to bow pose. Exhale, lift your head, chest, push off the toes and bend your knees towards the head. Lift and reach your hands back to take hold of your ankles. Point your toes. Inhale, lift your head, chest, and thighs away from the mat, leaving only your core to be touching the mat. Look straight ahead and breathe. Bow pose or Dhanurasana helps to activate the Sacral Chakra by promoting a sense of playfulness or joy, by stimulating the flow of creative energy. One more inhale, and exhale, release. Bring your palms under your shoulders and make your way up to all fours. Walk the knees in towards center. Sit back on the heels, belly rests on the thighs. Slide your fingertips towards your heels and melt your heart down into Balasana. 3 to 5 breaths here. Breathing deep. Rock a little side to side if that feels good to you. Listen to the sound of your breath. Softly close your eyes and take a few slow, deep breaths in through your nose and a few slow, deep breaths out. Notice how you feel. You can practice one of your own affirmations or repeat after me. I accept and love myself as I am. I accept and love myself as I am. Take one more deep inhale and make your way to all fours. Slowly bring your right knee forward close to your right hand. Straighten your left leg, allowing it to rest on the mat. Shift your weight onto your right thigh. Forehead comes down or towards the mat. Pigeon pose. Allow your arms to extend out in front of you. Option to stack your palms or fists under your forehead. Inhale. And sink deeper on the exhale. Slowly shift your weight from side to side for a more intense stretch that targets the front of the left hip crease. Breathe deep. When you're ready, slowly make your way back to tabletop and let's repeat on the opposite side. Left knee comes forward close to your left hand. Straighten your right leg, allowing it to rest on the mat. Shift your weight onto your left thigh. Forehead comes down or towards the mat. Allow your arms to extend in front of you, or you can stack palms or fists and let your forehead rest there. As you exhale, sink a little deeper into the stretch. Let go of each negative emotion as it surfaces and embrace the feeling of release. Rock a little side to side. Gently guide your way back up to tabletop. From here, curl the toes under and make our way up to downward facing dog. Claw at the fingertips to release pressure off the wrists. Bend your knees one at a time or pedal your heels towards the ground. Take one more round and exhale. Ground down through the right foot or heel. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. Exhale, bend your left knee, squeeze it into the chest and step it forward. Make sure the front knee is over the front ankle. Gently lower your right knee down to the mat. Option to place the top of your foot on the mat or keep your toes curled under. Your left knee should be stacked over your left ankle. Take a deep breath and feel your hip open softly. Breathe into your hips. Option to bring arms to the top of the left thigh. In prayer position at the heart, or raise them up towards the sky. Crescent lunge. Taking a twist now. Inhale, right palm comes down to the mat. Option to raise the back leg. Exhale, twist. Take one more deep inhale, and on an exhale, plant the palms, slide the left foot back in line with the right, coming onto all fours, tabletop. From here, curl the toes under and make our way up to downward facing dog. Nice deep breaths here. And on an exhale, root down through the left foot or heel. Inhale, lift the right leg up high. Exhale, bend your right knee, squeeze it into the chest and step it forward. Make sure the front knee is stacked over the front ankle. Gently lower your left knee down to the mat. You can keep the back toes curled under or come up onto the top of the foot. Breathe deep into your hip. Option to bring your arms and hands in any position that's comfortable for you. I'm going to raise mine up. Beautiful crescent lunge. Okay, here we go. Let's ring it out. Inhale, left palm comes down to the mat. Back foot can stay rooted down or curl the toes under to raise the back leg. Exhale, twist. Take one more deep inhale. And on an exhale, plant the palms, lift up on the back leg if it isn't already, and take your right hand over to meet with the left and walk it all the way around as you pivot on both feet. You straighten the right knee, making your way to a standing wide-legged forward bend, aka standing straddle. When you get there, turn the toes in slightly with a gentle bend in the knees. Deep breaths. Come onto the fingertips. Option to use blocks, or you can bring the hands to the tops of the thighs. If the hands make it to the mat, you can place them wherever feels supportive, or you can deepen the stretch by grabbing onto the ankles, or peace fingers can wrap around the big toes. Crown of the head comes down to the mat or towards. Pause and breathe. Really feel that stretch along the low back and the back of the legs. Try to relax into it. Let go of wherever you may be holding. And then moving from center, hands come to the waistline as we slowly make our way back up. From here, we're going to make our way to triangle pose or Trikonasana. I love this shape. Reach and extend the arms nice and wide, palms face down, heart is lifted, tailbones tucked down. Turn the right toes to face the front edge of the mat, left toes and hips rotate towards the front left corner of your mat. Front heels in line with the back arch. Lengthen through the spine as you tip your left hip back. Reach your right fingertips forward, bend at the hip crease, and send your left hip and glute towards the back of the mat. Keeping the chest lifted, try not to collapse in the body. Think of a string pulling you up nice and tall here. Core is engaged as you continue to lower your right fingertips to the top of your shins, a block, or all the way to the ground. Left arm extends straight up, gaze can follow. Spiral the torso towards the sky and take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. To come out of the posture, press into the feet, engage the hamstrings and quads, and slowly make your way back up. Let's repeat on the other side. Right toes turn in, left toes turn out. Tip the right hip back as you slowly bend forward to make your way towards the mat. Torso rotates towards the sky. Take a few deep breaths in here, being sure that your weight isn't dumping into the left side but evenly distributed throughout the body. When you're ready, press into the feet and slowly make your way back up. We're going to make our way to Goddess Pose, Utthita Konasana. Turn the heels in so that the toes are facing the corner edge of the mat. Adjust the stance as needed, lengthen the spine, open the chest, look straight ahead and draw your shoulders down and back. Shift the hips forward, tuck the tailbone under, exhale as you bend the knees and slowly squat down. This is a powerful pose that strengthens the feminine power and helps you connect to the space just beneath the lower belly and inner pelvis. Goddess Pose also releases emotional tension by activating and balancing the Svadhisthana Sacral Chakra, which can help you reclaim your vitality and vibrancy. Okay, let's send the arms out wide, take an inhale, and on an exhale, bend the elbows, cross your right elbow over your left like you're giving yourself a big hug, and bring the palms of your hands or the backs of your hands together. Lift your elbows as you sink down a little deeper. Nice work. One more deep inhale. And exhale, release. Straighten the legs and rise up. Bring the hands together in prayer position. Place them at the heart center. And let's repeat Goddess with the eagle arms on the opposite side. Okay, nice and tall spine, chest is open. Find your drishti. Shoulders draw down and back. Shift the hips forward. Tailbone tucks under. Take an inhale. And on an exhale, slowly bend the knees to slowly squat down. Send the arms out wide. Inhale. And exhale, bend the elbows, and this time cross the left arm over the right. Lift the elbows, you sink down a little deeper. A little more. And exhale, release. Bring the feet together however you like and make your way to the front of the mat. Shift your weight to your left foot, bend your knee, and lift your right foot heel towards glute. Reach back with your right hand, grab your right ankle, keep a slight bend in the left knee, thighs hugging towards center. This is a really great quad stretch. Keep laying through the back and lift the chest. From here, we're going to transition into dancer pose or Natarajasana. Rotate your right hand from your ankle to grasp the instep of your right foot with your thumb resting on the sole. Lift your left arm straight towards the ceiling as you bring your torso forward. Option to use a strap if your hamstrings or low back feel a little tight. Keep a slight bend in the left knee. Right knee hugs towards the midline. Kick your right foot strongly into your right hand, or if you're holding onto a strap, really hold onto it tightly as you lift the leg higher and deepen the back bend. Toes are active. Find your drishti to keep balance. No worries if you fall or stumble here. There is no failure. Falling is success. If you stumble, pick yourself back up and try again. There is no finish line, so take your time. Deep breaths. And lower your right leg back in line with your left. And let's repeat on the other side. Shift your weight to your right foot, bend your knee and lift your left foot, heel towards glute. Reach back with your left hand to grab your left ankle. Slight bend in the right knee, thighs hugging towards center. Lift the chest and breathe deep into the tightness. Let's dance on the left. Left hand rotates to grab the inner arch of the left foot, thumb rests on the sole. Right arm lifts straight up towards the ceiling, torso leans forward, slight bend in the right leg. Left knee hugs towards the midline. Kick your left foot strongly into your left hand to lift the leg higher and deepen the back bend. Toes are active. Find your gaze. Deep breaths. Lower your left leg back in line with your right. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Step one foot back and then the other, coming into downward facing dog. Shift forward to make your way to plank pose. Quietly whisper, I love and honor my body. I love and honor my body. You can go straight to downward facing dog or take a vinyasa. Shift forward on your toes, bend your arms and lower to the belly chaturanga, and then push up to cobra. Moving with your breath, we'll meet in downward dog. When you get there, take a deep cleansing breath in and a long cleansing breath out. Step to left foot behind the left hand and the right foot behind the right hand. Coming into forward fold. Rest here for a few breaths. Coming into chair, bend the knees and raise the arms up and out in front of you, keeping weight on the heels as you raise your toes up. And then lower your toes down. Exhale, ragdoll or forward fold. Let the arms dangle or take the hands to the elbows. We'll stay here for 4 breaths. Let the head grow heavy here. You can bend the knees or pedal them out. Sway a little side to side and let it all go. On your next inhale, come into a halfway lift. This time reach your arms back, palms face down. Flat back from crown to tail, shoulders pull back and away from the ears. Exhale, forward fold. Let it all go. On an inhale, bend your knees and sweep your arms up towards the sky. Upward salute, and then lower the arms by your side, palms facing forward. Tadasana, mountain pose. Draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. Zip up through the midline and breathe. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms, step one foot back and then the other, plank pose. Gently lower your knees, coming into home base, tabletop position. From here, let's cave into child pose. Forehead to the mat, rest the arms alongside, fingertips towards the heels. Let the shoulders grow heavy here. Let the nutrients settle in. Slowly make your way back up, swing your legs over to either side and extend them out in front of you. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hinge at the waist, flat back, think up and over and fold. Bend your knees as much as you like here. Relax your neck and let your head hang heavy. And just breathe. Send your breath to any tight areas. Slowly and mindfully roll back up, reaching arms up, and then place them down by your side for staff pose. Bend your knees, and slowly moving with intention, make our way down to our backs. Bring across the outer right ankle over to your left thigh, just below the knee. Lift the left leg so the calf is parallel to the ground. Thread the needle by reaching your hands through to grab the back of your left hamstring and draw it towards you. You should feel a nice stretch in the right hip flexor, and as you rock a little side to side, a nice massage in the lower back. Option to extend the leg here. Breathe into the area of tightness. Lower the left leg and extend it out long as you squeeze your right knee into your chest. Left heel is pressing firmly into the ground. Guide your right knee over to the left side of your body, twisting the spine and low back. You might need to shift your hips a little here. Look to your right, keep your shoulders flat or towards the mat. Close the eyes and relax into the posture. Breathe in expansion and breathe out contraction. Guide your knee back to center, give it another squeeze, and then extend your right leg out long. Let's repeat on the other side. Bend the knees and plant the feet. Cross the left leg over the right ankle, rest on the right thigh. Lift the right leg, hands reach behind the right thigh, bringing it towards you. Option to extend and raise the right leg up, sole to the sky. Then lower the right leg down as you squeeze your right knee into your chest. Left heel is pressing firmly into the mat. Guide your right knee over to the left side of your body, twisting the spine and low back. You might need to shift your hips a little here. Look to your right, keep the shoulders flat or towards the mat. Close the eyes and relax into the posture. Guide your knee back to center, give it another squeeze, and then extend your leg out long. Shavasana. Spread your legs to the width of the mat. Allow the feet to splay out. Slightly tuck your chin so the neck is long. Arms rest by your sides, palms face up. Let your shoulders grow heavy and gently close your eyes. Allow your body to become heavy yet soft as you sink into the earth. Feel the ground support you. Take some nice long conscious breaths. Relax all the muscles in your face. Focus on releasing tension held in the jaw and between the eyebrows. Notice how you feel. breath return to its natural state, begin to slowly wiggle your toes and your fingers. Stretch your arms overhead and stretch your feet. Slowly roll to any side and make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to your heart. The hardest part is done. You showed up. Thank you for being here today and every day. See you tomorrow. Namaste.